Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Daniela from Ocean Jasper with another pick a card today, in which we're going to find out what will happen with the situation you have in mind. All you have to do is to pick a card and listen to the corresponding reading. So let's have a look at our piles. We have pile number 1 with the Amethyst crystal and the heather plant. Pile number 2 has the fluorite crystal and the borage plant. Pile number 3 has the black tourmaline crystal and the mint plant. Take a moment to make your choice. If you're drawn to more than a pile, that's okay too. When you're done, you can find the timestamps in the info box below that will bring you directly to the beginning of your reading. If you like the content, I would highly appreciate if you could support my channel. Simply leave a thumbs up, drop a comment, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell down below if you haven't done it yet, so you won't miss any of my new videos. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can find my email in the info box below together with my prices. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you at the beginning of your reading. Hello my loves, if you have chosen the header in pile number 1 with the amethyst crystal, this is your reading. I have already been shuffling the cards, meditating on your question, on your situation, and now we're gonna unfold them together. I haven't looked at them just yet, so it's gonna be a surprise for both of us. We have the Queen of Cups in the reverse position, clarified by the Five of Swords. Okay, so in your situation, straight away, what I'm seeing is that a female figure or a person that is embodying feminine energy could most likely get upset. She could have even a tantrum, I'm hearing. She could not being able to control her emotions. The Queen of Cups in reverse, she has some type of disharmony regarding her emotions. So there could be a burst of emotions. There could be, a moment where she started crying, bawling all of a sudden. And this could be related to the Five of Swords, which is a situation in which two people might not agree on their thoughts, on their opinion, on what to do. There is sometimes selfish behavior, not being able to see from the other person's perspective, not being able to meet in a middle ground to find a compromise between two parties that are trying to meet their needs. But in this case, without considering the other person's needs as well. So in the Five of Swords, one of the parties could decide to walk away. That is not interested to have a fight, is not interested to feed this situation, to feed the fire, I would say, to keep putting woods onto the fire, deciding, you know what, I don't mind that we are disagreeing on this. I'm just gonna do my own thing, which in some cases is absolutely the right thing to do, especially if you don't want to feed unnecessary drama. And the Queen of Cups in reverse could be a person that instead wants the drama. So what I'm seeing here is two people butting heads, and one of them is not able to control her emotions, and therefore it is talking over and over about the same situation, even though there is not a particular solution, or things have been already said, things are already clear. There's really no need to keep fighting about it. It reminds me of one of those situations where a person is being, let's say, I don't want to say betrayed because maybe that's too strong, but a person felt like she'd been done wrong. How do you say that in English? Somebody did wrong to her, let's say, and the other person recognized it, apologized for it even. But what happened is that the person who received the wrong is not actually ready to accept the apologies, so she's not gonna forgive the other person, even though technically she is. She's saying that's okay, don't worry. And then later on, days, weeks, months later, she's still acting as if she has some resentment, which is actually toxic. And oftentimes, court cards in reverse can turn toxic, can show the shadow side of the personality of that court card. And so, yeah, this is potentially a person showing their shadow sides and being a little toxic, and therefore wanting to feed the drama in an unnecessary way. I don't want to scare you. I don't want you to feed your anxiety. But if you feel like this has nothing to do with your situation, if this sounds completely new to you or unlikely to happen, then this might not be your pile. So most of the time I say to my clients, like, it has to, or to the people that watch me on YouTube, do not listen to some random information that comes from a stranger on YouTube. Like, my readings are supposed to talk to your intuition. They are supposed to be a sort of a confirmation on what your intuition already know, and give you that little bit of extra clarity, support, and comfort. But if it's saying something completely new to you, then it might not be the right reading for you. So let's see the next couple of cards. We have the King of Swords, another court card in the reverse position, and the Knight of Wands. So I'm seeing two really stubborn people right now, and you are made of a different, we would say dough in Italy. You're made of different ingredients. So one belongs to the cup suit, the other one belongs to the sword suit. So one person is being extremely emotional and the other person is being extremely logic. And the shadow side of this is that the emotional person, like we said earlier, could have a burst of emotion that is inappropriate, and the King of Swords in reverse could have a complete lack of empathy. And you see, so these two cards do not match very well. It's as if a Cancer person is trying to feel understood by a Gemini or an Aquarius, or a Libra. And you know, the cup card could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. If all of them are water signs, so they feel very comfortable with their emotions. They feel comfortable diving deep within their emotions. And the air signs, on the contrary, they don't feel as comfortable in that realm, and they are more rational. So that's where the disagreement might start developing, or that is how it's going to continue developing, with that distance increasing between the two of you. As you can see, these two cards as well, they're not looking at each other. And what I'm seeing here is that, yeah, she's kind of looking straight at you. She's not looking in the past or forward, but he's looking away. Just like she has the hope of being understood, even though she knows that is unlikely, and that's why she needs to shout or to cry louder, and he's just completely walking away. Like he has how do you say in English? Sorry, I'm just back from a trip in Italy and I need to go back into my English brain, but he doesn't want any of it. And what I'm seeing here as well with the Five of Swords and the Knight of Wands is that they're not looking at each other. They're not being collaborative. They're not being cooperative. But the King of Swords, in some of your situations, since for some of you, The Queen of Cups is the one that actually decides, you know what, you don't understand me, so there is no point. And she walks away, she storms out, she bangs the doors, and she shouts and cries, but then walk away. And, you know, kind of like a really quick storm. So, very rainy, very windy all of a sudden, and then it's just disappeared. The black clouds disappear. Instead, he, even though doesn't want to understand her emotions at all and doesn't want any of it, he has some fire growing within him. This could be anger, or this could be an inner motivation to chase his goal even harder than before. Perhaps he's chasing you as well. Okay, he might be chasing you, even though initially he's like, oh, it's like really, how would you say, like huffing and puffing away, being like, oh, I don't understand. It really feels like feminine energy and masculine energy. It doesn't have to be. But yeah, take what resonates. Let's see. What's the next thing that is likely to happen? 7 of Wands in the reverse position. Okay, defenses going down. And the Three of Swords. This is speaking about the hurt feelings. Let me just adjust the light for a minute. So it could be that in your situation, eventually things are going to develop in a way that both of you are going to turn down the volume. You're going to lay down all of those wands that were supposed to defend you, and you're actually gonna be vulnerable with each other with that Three of Swords, showing all of your hurt. Now let's clarify that Three of Swords and that Seven of Wands, please and thank you. Can we clarify? Seven of Wands in reverse and the Three of Swords. Yeah, Queen of Cups. Okay, so this is beautiful. There is a reconciliation. You guys are gonna be able eventually down the line to speak from the heart, even though initially there is this separation and to thinking very differently. That stubbornness, eventually there's going to be this soft place where you can both kind of whisper talk with each other, sitting in a cozy couch and holding each other's hands, and one of you is saying, it really hurt that you didn't want to listen to me. I really hurt, whatever, that you didn't recognize, you didn't remember that thing was going to hurt me, and the other person is going to be like, it really hurt that in that situation you threw a tantrum when in fact we were late to go to the whatever appointment and to the and you, or I was late for work and you kept shouting at me and you didn't, it wasn't the right time. And once you guys have that conversation, things are going to be smoother. But let's see how exactly. Let's see what is going to happen after this sort of reconciliation. And sorry, I'm just adjusting the light a bit because yeah, in Ireland the weather is not constant. It keeps changing. Sun comes and goes. Anyway, let's see how are things going to look like after this reconciliation, please and thank you. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse position. And the Star. That's nice. And then we have the Two of Cups on top of the Queen of Cups. That is so nice. I'm gonna get some more cards from the other deck. How are things going to flow after these two people from pile number 1 will talk from their heart and try to reconcile. Please and thank you for pile number 1. Page of Pentacles. Something could be having to deal with money. 6 of Pentacles. And the Emperor. Seven of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles in reverse. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse often talks about giving up. There has been some type of investment that has been growing in the last few months or years, or could be even just days and weeks for you. And for a certain amount of time, you guys perhaps have been working towards a particular goal, or just one of you could have been, setting money aside or being patient for something to grow between the two of you. Something that was more concrete, perhaps waiting for the other person to make things official even, because that Page of Pentacles in reverse could be that, for some of you, it could be that it was your birthday and he didn't give you a gift, he forgot, and instead you would be the person that put a lot of effort, creating a brilliant birthday for the other person, but that's not what happened for you, and that's how you got upset, and maybe that's how the conflict started, or something similar. For some other of you, it could be that instead you wanted to spend money, you wanted to invest in something that matters to you in the present time, and your person didn't want to, so that's why the disagreement with that Five of Swords in reverse. And now after that reconciliation, your person is like, you know what, whatever, I was saving for my pension and I'm actually just 24, so it doesn't really matter, I will still have time to put that money aside if it matters that much to you, to buy that 300 euro dress for that party that you wanted to go to, or whatever for that holiday. It's okay, I can give it to you. It depends from how your financial situation is merged with the other person, but it seems like the conflict is over because one of you stopped fighting for their specific goal and decided to be softer and give in. So those are the two situations that I'm seeing. The Star is definitely the ideal outcome. It seems like both of you finally are in harmony, really happy of being with each other, and your hopes and dreams are finally aligning again. And perhaps before they weren't, with that Six of Pentacles in reverse, there was not an equal give and take, and that matches with the idea of like the person not receiving a birthday gift, for example, or feeling like her emotions haven't been considered, she haven't been taken care of, she didn't feel like she was took care of, and so it feels like things are gonna go in a much better direction, especially with that Two of Cups and the Emperor. The Emperor is taking the lead of the situation, is behaving like more mature than before, is taking on more responsibilities. So if it is a situation in which one of them was not working, for example, and that was the source of all of their problems, of all of their daily disagreement, then at the end of the situation, your person is gonna find a new job, or becoming self-employed, or working on himself. Or in the situation where you, for example, were waiting for a better commitment, a higher level of commitment, I think that's what you're going to see. The Emperor in the Two of Cups is definitely deciding to make things official, to make things more serious, to plan ahead for a lifelong relationship, and all of the hopes and dreams that you guys share with that star card. Six of Pentacles in reverse, it could even be giving up on the fact that you don't have to go 50-50 in everything. For example, if it is a financial situation, so in this scenario, it could be that the divine masculine decides, okay, it is my job to take on more responsibilities, to pay more, to provide for you. So it is okay. We don't have to go 50-50. That was a silly idea of me. I don't know why I was thinking that. So that could be one of a situation for some of you. What else? It doesn't necessarily have to be only financial, that equal give and take, or that lack of equality in the give and take process could also be related to simply taking care of each other's well-being and emotions. And even though, yes, in a healthy relationship we should both take care of each other, perhaps in your particular situation your person is deciding it doesn't matter if right now you cannot give back as much as he's giving you, or vice versa, because every circumstance is different. You know, for perhaps in a situation one of you has a chronic illness, therefore cannot give back as much, or one of you is not working, so cannot give back as much. So there is this understanding, there is more compassion, there is more unconditional love, there is letting go of old stories, letting go of old beliefs that were actually causing the arguments, and there is more softness and letting go of their rules, letting go of defenses as well, so being more vulnerable with each other. That's definitely what I'm sensing. So that looks really lovely. I'm just gonna have a look at the bottom of the cards. We have the Six of Wands in reverse. So this means that you guys, both of you perhaps, are deciding to give up on the idea that there has to be a winner in the situation, because there is no need. You just realize, okay, we are not competing with each other, we are working for the harmony of the relationship, and there is no need for one to admit that they were completely wrong and that the other person was completely right. There is no need for that. And that there is accountability from both sides over what has gone wrong and what has gone right. So that's what I'm sensing. So I hope this is going to be very fruitful for you. Let me know in the comments down below if you enjoyed this reading, and if you'd like to get a private reading with me, you can find my email in the info box below. If you'd like to support me even further, you can click on the thanks button. That would be absolutely amazing. Or have a look at my wish list. And I hope you're gonna have a lovely day, and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye. Much love. Pile number one, stay here with me for another minute. I completely forgot to talk about your oracle card and the meaning of your crystal as well. But in short, you picked a crystal that actually does bring peace and relaxation and a calmer time. So that actually makes sense with the idea of reconciling with your person after a potential disagreement. And the header is a card that brings luck, celebration, as well as the idea of wanting to belong to something bigger than you, wanting to belong to a community, or even deciding to start a family. So it would be interesting for you to reflect on these themes, but definitely I'm seeing that both of you are slowly working towards this idea, and even this little disagreement that you guys might have had or sat back is actually working in your favor, because what I'm seeing is that you guys are feeling even closer. You're feeling, after overcoming this issue, whatever issue it was, you're realizing you guys belong to each other way more than you did before. You feel like you're part of a family now, and so this is bringing you actually a lot of joy, and it's a reason to celebrate. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. I hope you like the message. Let me know. Bye. See you next time. Hello, my loves. If you have chosen the Borage in pile number 2 with the fluorite crystal, this is your reading. I have already laid down the first layer of your reading. We're gonna get some clarifiers after, and I haven't looked at them just yet, so it's gonna be a surprise for both of them. Let's have a look at what will happen with the situation you have in mind. We have the Three of Pentacles in the upright position, clarified by the Nine of Wands in the upright position. So let's have a look at these two for now, and then we'll move forward. Definitely what I'm seeing here is that your situation is going to be blessed with the intention and the idea and the desire to work as a team. So you guys are going to have a common goal. It's going to be shared among all of the parties within this situation. There's going to be communication between all of you. There's going to be understanding. There's going to be compromise. There's going to be a really nice intention to help each other out. Just as trees help each other out within a forest, they're not working in an individual way. They're not thinking individually. So you guys are thinking about the well-being of the community and common goals of the community. This could even be just a small group of friends. This could be as your colleagues, could be related to some as this tiny group of people, even your family, or either the family you were born into or the family that you are about to create or that you have created. Whatever situation in which there is more than two people involved, but I guess this also is working well for a nucleus made of only two people. Why not? It's definitely, the main message is teamwork and cooperation and harmony within the parties involved, as well as planning ahead for the future. As you can see, these three birds probably are migratory birds. They are flying towards a hotter country, and so they know exactly where they're going. All of them are gonna take more or less the same path to get there, and they're not stopping unless they really need to. So they're very determined and motivated, and they have this direct focus. So this is clarified though by the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands does represent, it reminds me of Chiron in astrology. It does represent the wounded healer. It does represent somebody that had just came out of war, metaphorically, and is wounded, is hurt, is tired. It doesn't have the same lightheartedness that a child would have. It has seen things, way too many things that he never wanted to see in his life. And therefore there is fear of going through similar experiences. Once you see the shadow of people, it is really hard to focus only on the light of, even if you're trying to make new friendship or trying to open yourself up to new relationship. if you've gone through really dark experiences in the past, it is natural that you're going to have some defenses, just like this pile of wheat, I guess, is protecting. This black sheep is defending, she's defending herself by hiding, basically, from the world, or by creating a wall of separation between her and other people. So there is this very interesting contrast between wanting to belong, wanting to be part of a community, wanting to be working as a team, as well as minding your fears and your wounds, and deciding to be vulnerable. Let's clarify this card with a second deck. Please and thank you. Can you clarify what will happen in this situation that the viewer has in mind? Can you clarify the Three of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands, please and thank you? Have the Judgment in the reverse position. So this is fear of being judged. So yes, you guys will do your best in working as a team, in making this work, or creating harmony within the group of people that you belong to. But at the same time, it will be hard for you not to reawaken those inner wounds that are most likely related to being judged by others. So you're putting yourself, whenever we decide to belong to a community, or decide to open up a nucleus made of two people that you want to open up to a bigger, or whenever you decide to even get into a relationship or a friendship with somebody, you are accepting the possibility of being judged, because they are going to see your vulnerabilities, they are going to see your dark sides, they're going to see whenever you are at fault, and if they are good friends, they're going to tell you. So that's what I'm seeing. Harmony, teamwork, shared goals, and that is going to trigger some fears, but for a good cause. That's what I'm seeing. So let's see, what are the second two cards? The World card. This is a new chapter, a new beginning. Beautiful. So your decision to go ahead with this union, or with this connection, is going to be rewarded, because you are stepping into a new phase of your life, a new chapter, where things don't necessarily have to look like they did in the past. This time around, you're going to meet peace, you're going to meet with clarity, you're going to be met with healing. So if we are talking about a relationship or a situationship between you and another person in a romantic way, this time around, even though you're very worried that you're gonna be abused of, or in any way, subtle or emotional or physical, this time around, this relationship will heal you, because they are gonna be nothing like the people you shared your romantic life with in the past. This is a completely new chapter. How beautiful. Let's get a card for clarifying. The Star card came out. This is in reverse, which is telling me you're not gonna believe your eyes when you see this. It's gonna be very hard. This is what you always wanted to have, but you always thought that this was an unreachable goal, an unreachable dream, too far out dream. Then we have the Two of Pentacles. How beautiful. And the Lovers in reverse. So yeah, for most of you, this is a romantic situationship. It doesn't necessarily have to be, but what I'm seeing is that there's gonna be conversation, there's gonna be back and forth, there's going to be a flow of communication between the two of you, or however many parties are involved in this situation, and there's going to be reevaluation as well within your mind of what behaviors are acceptable and what behaviors are not acceptable. There's going to be a little bit of juggling inside of you, a little bit of readjustment. It's really nice how you probably cannot see, but on top of this pentacle, there's two dolphins, and then we have the dolphins as well and the Lovers card. So the Lovers card definitely is telling me that you guys will work towards union, intimacy, and as well as a true romantic time. The Lovers, as the name says, does represent two people that are in love with each other, and I feel that this is still the beginning. That's why the Lovers is in reverse. You want to be cautious, and that's why as well the juggling, the Two of Pentacles. Like, before saying I love you, you're going to take a long time, because you really want to measure and understand and study this person, and probably it's happening on both sides. Nevertheless, I do see that you guys are going to be interested in dating and being playful and, getting to know each other and see where it goes. Okay. You're definitely going to keep an eye out for any disharmony, any behavior that is not fair to you, that you don't want to see again. But let's get a clarifier about those two. Please and thank you. The Knight of Swords in the reverse position. There's going to be certain things that are going to be held back, as well as going slower. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense, that you could be holding back from saying what you from expressing your feelings, from being too romantic, from being too sweet, and yeah, you could decide to definitely go slower. As in, this time around, you're not gonna obsess over this person and decide, this is it, this is the person of my life. If I mess this one out, I'm lost. I'm fucked, basically. So this time around, instead, you do not want... Sorry, the battery died for a minute there. So I was saying, this time around, you're not going to have this, obsession or even limerence, like deciding this decision, like, yes, this is the person, and I'm gonna do everything that I can to have him or to have her, regardless of the circumstances, regardless of their personality, regardless of their behavior towards me. I gotta have this. Like, you're gonna let go of that stubbornness, so you're gonna simply go with the flow, just like dolphins do. Just, we're gonna live day by day and see what happens. That's what I'm seeing. So let's see what's going to happen after this time of, reawakening, triggering your wounds, but still deciding to give it a go, and realizing that this person is safe, or at least it seems like, but at the same time it feels too good to be true. Therefore, you still want to analyze it, and you don't want to go too fast. Let's see. I don't know how good it is for you, though, to see what's going to happen after. I mean, it might, especially if you have tendency to have limerence for somebody, it might bring you towards that direction even more. So I don't know what we should ask. Actually, let's speak about the Borage for a minute here. The Borage speaks about courage. and forgetfulness as well, which it is just so crazy because it's so on point. You're going to have the courage to open up yourself to having intimacy with another person, and at the same time, you're going to decide to forget the bad behaviors, the bad experiences you've had in the past, and so that this time around you can actually trust the person without fearing that they're going to hurt you in the same way. And the fluorite is the crystal that you want to carry with you whenever you need mental clarity, whenever you need clear communication, and whenever you need to heal your throat chakra and speak from the heart, and really be honest about how you feel, what you think. So it is going to be brave to show your vulnerability to another person, to tell them, look, this is how, tell them this is what I've gone through, this is the reason why I behave in this way, this is the reason why I need to go slow. These are my weaknesses, these are my strong points, and these are my vulnerabilities. These are the things I haven't healed yet. And it is okay. It is absolutely okay to be completely honest with the person you're dating. Is actually important, because otherwise we're talking about two people that are lying to each other in the first 3 months of dating, and then arguing and fighting whenever they discover that they weren't dating the person that they thought they were dating, and when they discover the true colors of the other person. So this reading is calling you to be brave, which also means being courageous, being brave. It means facing, it doesn't mean to do the things without fear. It means doing things that scare you despite the fear. And showing your vulnerabilities is something extremely brave, I believe. So, okay, let's see the potential of this connection. Please and thank you. 8 of Pentacles. This is great. You both are going to work towards this situation. 3 of Swords. This is working on your fears, working on your wounds, working on whatever hurt you in the past. This is definitely... it could even be couple therapy, but I feel that both of you are gonna work on this together. You're gonna be in a position where you're safe to talk about certain things. They're gonna come up to surface. Perhaps you've been buried them in the past because you didn't think people would actually understand you. You perhaps were scared that they were going to think that you were the crazy one, that you were the wrong in the situation. But with this person, you're actually going to feel safe to talk about them, and you're going to work through them. Gosh, I was playing around with this card in my hand. I don't know if it came out upright or in reverse, but King of Pentacles, let's consider it neutral for now. Definitely is, even if it was in reverse, it would be talking about a person that is, or a situationship that is working, I should say, is growing, is progressing in the right direction, like a serious connection, a serious relationship. Doesn't have to be straight away like, okay, let's commit, let's move in, let's marry each other, let's build a family, create a family. It's a slow momentum, and any court card that is in the Pentacles definitely works way slower than any other suit. Which is a good thing for you. This is what you need. You need to go really, really slow. Then we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. Even this speaks about the inner enthusiasm, inner spark, and the childlike spark that we feel every time that we fall in love with as well. You're holding it at times a little bit back. And if you are extremely joyful and excited and happy about this connection, I feel that you both are holding it a little back because you don't want to get the illusion. I feel that perhaps both of you are quite mature, and or I've gone through so much. You guys are quite wise, and therefore this time around you do not want to go through the possibility of eluding yourself, like feeding yourself a delusion, and t- thinking that this is the right person for you, and starting dreaming lifelong plans when you don't know them yet, and introducing them to your parents, to your friends, even moving in together, and then you realize, oh shoot, what did I do? I was just in love with the idea of being in love, but I didn't know this person just yet. Okay, so both of you are kind of holding back a little bit. Then we have Five of Pentacles in the reverse position. That is nice. Whenever we see a generally negative card in reverse, it talks about the brighter side of them, as well as the Death card. Same thing. So this is a positive transformation that is happening within you. You're going to release all the shadow that you've been carrying, all the hurt that you've been carrying. You're going to release it. This is a new rebirth for you. This connection is so important for your... It doesn't matter if it is going to last for the rest of your life or not. This relationship is key to your healing and to a process of letting go who you used to be, letting go of the person that used to accept abuse, perhaps, and used to consider it normal because that was your normal. Maybe you grew up in a family that was shouting a lot, or was disrespecting each other, so it was your normal, and now it is not anymore. You have higher standards, better boundaries, and you are after beautiful qualities in a person, and you are slow in the process of judgment, in the process of dating. Five of Pentacles, this is the card of realizing not everything is lost. This is a card of hope. So if a lot of things crumble down in the past for you, this is the card of finally receiving a hand of help and accepting it. And it's quite interesting because this little, I don't know how you call this animal in English. Is it... I don't recall right now. But he finds a barrier, right? He finds that net that is a barrier, and is separating him from the food or the shelter or whatever he was looking for, right? And so he's deciding, you know what, this is not the end of it. I don't have to simply turn around and go back home. I can dig another hole. I'm still close to what I want. I just need to dig another hole that will bring me beyond this net, this chain. So it is only a temporary obstacle. Yeah, which means you're letting go of the victim mentality. You're letting go of the old conception that you couldn't be happy in relationship. You're letting go of the idea of the scarcity mentality as well. So yeah, it's gonna be a huge transformation for you. So beautiful. You're gonna go slow. You're gonna be mindful, and you're gonna be honest. You're gonna be brave. You're gonna be open. So beautiful. Yeah, you will be rewarded for being this brave, because I know it's not easy. I know, especially when you've gone through such difficult experiences before. So I wish you the very best with your connection. Thank you for passing by. Let me know in the comments down below if you resonated. And if you'd like to support me even further, hit on the thanks button. I'm always here. Whether you see me publishing new videos or not, I'm always active in the sense of receiving private readings. So always get in touch if you need one. There's plenty of prices that cover all sorts of all different affordabilities. And that's it. I wish you a beautiful day and a really happy new beginning. See you very soon. Much love. Hello, my loves, and welcome to your reading if you have chosen the mint card and the black tourmaline. So we have already laid down the first layer of cards that we're going to interpret. I haven't looked at them just yet, so let's do it together. Two of Wands, clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. So in this reading, we are going to see what will happen with the situation you have in mind. Two of Wands and Queen of Pentacles, they are both have pride and they're very positive cards. So definitely we are talking about setting the foundation for something that will be long lasting, that will be long term, or at least is associated with the intention of being caring towards each other, or to even build a family. Queen of Pentacles is a maternal card, as you can see as well, in this mama hedgehog holding a little baby hedgehog. And she has the resources, she has the financial support, she has the time, she has the patience, she has the love, and she has the knowledge. So she has no other goal right now but to grow this creature that she has in her arms. And this creature could even be a project, whatever project that you are sharing with the other person that you have in mind, or within the situation that you have in mind. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. So I definitely see a serious intention of moving forward into whatever plan that you and project that you have in mind. Moving forward with the intention of getting the best out of the situation, with the intention of pouring your heart into it and pouring as much resources as you can. Like the work of a mother is a sacrifice and is an act of love, and you're doing this either with romantic connection, friendship, whatever situation you're involved with right now, whatever project you're starting. Two of Wands is as well the card of planning ahead, making wise choices for the future, studying the situation, studying the scenario, studying the landscape, just like this eagle is doing, to decide where to go. I don't know exactly what is carrying here. It looks like a ball of fire, because indeed the wand suit is a suit of fire. This is telling me that you have an inner flame that has been awakened, and you have this desire to explore uncharted territories, and this desire to grow in an area that you haven't explored before, or desire to break boundaries. This can even be desire to travel, to learn a new language, to learn about a new culture, to start dating when you haven't done it in a while. This is stepping, putting the foot outside of your door after a long time perhaps of not doing it, or stepping the foot out of your country, or generally your comfort zone. This could even be going for an interview and, brainstorming to see what is it that you can do to feed this inner flame that has awakened, so that you can feel alive again, excited about what you can do, and enthusiastic. So there is both the desire, the intention, the motivation, and the resources. So this is definitely a great foundation for whatever you're starting, for whatever situation you have in mind. And we also have the card of renewal with the mint card and refreshing energy. So it's like you need something new in your life that is gonna, turn that spark within you. There is a need to do something new, and a baby represents a beginning as well. Is in whatever this tiny baby hedgehog is representing, it could simply represent a new beginning, a new fresh start that is gonna make you feel excited. And with the black tourmaline, we're also shedding layers that are unnecessary for us. We are getting rid of old memories, old patterns, old beliefs, old behaviors that were toxic. So perhaps you're feeling like, or you recently were feeling like you were in a stagnant situation, things weren't really going anywhere. And now, instead, things are gonna develop. So, if, for example, if it is a relationship, if it is a romantic situationship, and it's been a while that you liked a person, but nothing was really happening between the two of you, with the two wands and the Queen of Pentacles, something might start to shift. So let's see what happens in the next few cards. Yeah, the Death card is a card of rebirth and renewal as well, and major transformation, and the Page of Cups. So, like I was saying, if it is a situationship where not much was happening, now you're gonna start receiving messages. You're gonna start receiving ideas of what you guys can do together, ideas of what to do in the next date. You started dreaming about the future of this possible connection. The Queen of Pentacles, you are starting to feel seen in a different light as a potential long-lasting partner, or the Queen of Pentacles could simply represent the fertility of this connection, the fertility of this new beginning. Or you start to feeling more cared for, and treated like a queen. So the Queen of Pentacles, it reminds me as well of somebody that is showering you with gifts, that is trying to help you in whatever issues you're having. So it could start with something small, like, could I help you for this exam, or could I help you with lifting this heavy weight up to your floor, and then eventually it gets bigger. Like, could I ask you out? Could we go out for dinner? And then it keeps growing. I definitely feel that there is it's a fertile ground for growth and for planning ahead, and for getting rid of an old relationship, even, or old grudges, or grief. So definitely the Death card and the Page of Cups, I feel that if you are in a situationship, you're gonna start receiving more gifts and messages, as well as romantic words, and this person is gonna start expressing their feelings more towards you, and possibly the same thing vice versa. Something is going to change within you, or within this connection. It's a huge transformation. It could even be that you guys have been friends forever, and only now you start to see that there is potential for the future. What else? What else am I seeing here? It could be that as well, the Queen of Pentacles is representing you, like literally having a kid or minding a kid. And in that situation, in that realm, there's gonna be some new connection growing. Perhaps you're bringing this kid to the playground, and you're gonna socialize, and from one thing brings to the next, and you're gonna start going out with a completely new circle of friends, and that's where the rebirth is happening. Then we have, oh my goodness, the Two of Cups and the Nine of Cups in the reverse position. So let's clarify all of these three piles, three pairs of cards. Please and thank you for pile number 3. Can we clarify what will happen with the situation that the viewer has in mind? Please and thank you. The Three of Cups in the reverse position. So yeah, this could be definitely a friendship that used to be a friendship and now it's not going to be a friendship anymore. It could even be that you're going to hear some type of gossip for some of you, but it doesn't resonate too well with the other two cards. Oh, sorry, what is this? Knight of Swords. Things moving quite fast and forward. And then the Star. Okay. So that Nine of Cups is in reverse because you perhaps feel like you don't deserve this abundance, you don't deserve this happiness, so you're not used to receive this abundance. You're not used to be showered with gifts. You're not used to be taken care of so deeply and so nicely. So, Page of Cups and Knight of Swords. Definitely, there is somebody that has feelings for you and decide to talk about them in a very straightforward way. And this is going to bring the death of what used to be before. So I feel that for some of you, it is a friendship that is dying for this new romantic connection to blossom. And let's see what's going to happen after this new realization, this new spark, this new beginning. With that Three of Cups, it could be that some people are not going to be entirely happy about these new plans that you're going to have. For some of you, this is not a romantic relationship and you are simply... You could be deciding to be a single mother and to plan ahead for artificial insemination, but the people around you, your friends, your family are not supporting this idea very well. And so you have to decide, okay, I'm going to do it no matter what, and you're going to be stubborn, you're going to go ahead no matter the obstacles. People are going to put some obstacles in your path, and you're going to decide, you know, this is what I love, this is my true call, this is what I truly need to do. I have all of these desire to take care of a new creature. I have so much love to give, and I'm just the right person for this experience. And so if that means breaking bridges with some people that belonged to your circle before, so be it. Like, you're not going to hold back just to please the people around you. So yeah, some people are not going to be necessarily happy about it, but nevertheless, you will be. You will follow your dream no matter what. That's what I'm sensing. There's going to be some shedding of toxic people around you that you don't need. And that's why the Mint card, the renewal, the rebirth, the new fresh energy coming into your life. It could be that within your circle, within your family, that there's going to be a new birth. Maybe you're going to be an aunt. Maybe you're going to be an uncle. You know, a new birth is going to shake the waters a little bit. And it's going to need some readjustment of the harmony there used to be. So... to make space for this new person, so certain routines or times need to change, and certain dynamics, relationship dynamics need to change. But there is a beautiful intention to plan ahead. Let's say it's just the adjustment that a family has to do. For example, baby proofing the house, of getting rid of certain sharp objects and cushioning all the sharp corners of the house. And yeah, a little bit of an adjustment. And anytime that there is a new rebirth, whether it's a baby or a project, like there is a death of what you used to be before, that is not going to come back again. The death of a stage of your life. But nevertheless, there is so much enthusiasm to keep forward, and a lot of focus. So with no distraction, and that's actually the same message of the mint and the nut swords. They're sharing this no distraction type of idea, being so extremely clear on your goal, and that you're not gonna let anything distract you. So let's see what's gonna happen after. Please and thank you for pile number 3. Again, the trio cups on top of the trio cups. This is crazy. So literally, yeah. Some people are not going to be happy. Some people will envy you. Some people will gossip behind your back. Perhaps they will say, oh, she was too young to be a mom, or she's too mature to be a mom, or she's not, she didn't deserve that promotion. She didn't deserve to get the how would you call it in English? To get, oh, we say borsa di studio in Italian, like that extra money to go after that experiment abroad, or experience abroad. It's like perhaps, your workplace has been blessing you with this promotion, has been telling you, we need somebody that is going to, I don't know, analyze the insect population in South Africa or in the rainforest, and we chose you, and so you're going to prepare for this new plan, for this new trip. But there's going to be people, they're going to be jealous of this blessing, they're going to be jealous of this experience for you, and so that is going to be a really important moment for you to recognize who is truly your friend and who's not. And some people will actually come and give you a bouquet of flowers and reward you for it, and be like, you truly deserve this. Please go and do not listen to anybody else. So some people will be truly supporting you and cheering for you. Others will not, but that's okay. You will feel absolutely at your best, like your dream is finally manifesting. So it could be related to anything. Literally, you will know what we're talking about. It doesn't have to be romantic. It doesn't have to be related to work. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be related to a child. It really could be anything that represents a new exciting project for you. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse position. So yes, this is the end of an era, or we're talking about getting closer to your life goals. Like you worked so hard and finally you're very near the end. It could be, let's see. For some of you, you've been saving a lot of money to finally buy a home, or you've been in a relationship or so for many years, and now finally things are starting to get more serious. You're gonna start deciding, to have a family, to build a home, and or to celebrate this union. I do feel whatever you've been dreaming of, whatever you've been wishing, is finally coming to reality. You're finally receiving what you always wanted to receive, and you're moving smoothly towards it without obstacles. And some people will try to create obstacles, but like I said, you will not care about it that much. What should we say about this 10 of Pentacles in reverse? It could be that the 10 of Pentacles is very near, it's like around the corner, but it hasn't happened just yet. But you can see it. You can see that you will have it. And And so that's what you're walking towards with that Knight of Swords. So if this is a situationship, I do see, like I was saying before, it's very fertile ground, starting to plan ahead for the future. Perhaps you had some friends that were interested in the same person, but he chose you. And it's actually quite serious. This thing is starting to be serious with that Ten of Pentacles in reverse. And the Two of Cups and the Star obviously is still very fresh. So you don't know exactly, how it will turn out, but we can tell that it's a fertile ground, that it has potential, that things are gonna move smoothly, and that everything seems to match your dream so far. So let's, obviously we cannot predict everything ahead of time, but it seems to have a beautiful, exciting, fresh new beginning. And yeah, at the bottom of this deck we have the Nine of Wands in reverse. So you're letting go of fears, you're letting go of old limiting beliefs, you're healing your previous wounds that were holding you back from being happy again, and you let go some defenses. And yeah, certain things, with the Temperance in reverse, some of the things will require a little bit of an adjustment in order to find harmony, but that's gonna be pretty easy for you. So that's what I'm seeing. I really hope that this video resonated, that the messages in this reading were comforting. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about it. If you'd like to support me even further, you can hit on the thanks button to buy me a coffee. That would be absolutely amazing. If you'd like to book a private reading, know that I'm always available, whether I'm publishing new videos or not. You can always get in touch with me. You can find the email in the info box below. Lots of different prices available, so you can definitely find something that is affordable to you, and I'll be super happy to work with you if you want. I hope to see you again in the next video. Sending you big hugs and many blessings for this new situation. Much love. Bye bye.